Tagore represents not only music, he also represents peace and tranquility and spiritualism, but from spiritualism to terrorism. You started talking about terrorism quite early on.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote a song. Again, a lot of people, the song is called Parwar Digar, which actually means the creator. And the song is an adaptation of one of my most favorite American artists, Jim Croce, who's killed in a plane crash many years back. And he wrote a song called, it's called Which Way Are We Going? Which way are we going? Which side are we on?
By which artist?
Jim Croce. The song was called Which Way Are You Going? One hand on the Bible and one hand on the gun. So he was like 10 years ahead of me, or 15 years ahead of me. And his song, I adapted in Bangla, and I put in my powerful lyrics, keeping where he talks about the Bible and the gun. I talked about the Quran and the sword, back in 1997. So it was passing on the Muslim version of the message to the sort of Muslim world in Bangladesh. And yeah, that was controversial. I did have a lot of threat then. I still do have a lot of threat, but you know, life goes on. We have to. Extremism is a mindset. It's got nothing to do with religion. And if you hate someone, hate is a religion on its own. So that hate and the fact that I will kill you because I think my version of God is better than yours, and you have no right to live. This is insanity. In today's world, it's insanity. And I felt those first impulse in about 95, 96 when the Taslima Nasreen controversy came to the limelight. And I was watching the reaction, I said, oh my God. Because by that time, if you're talking about terrorist state, was Sudan, Eritrea, maybe a little bit of Pakistan. But, the kind of reaction I was watching, I knew that some kind of devilish Islamism has entered a society. And it is going to raise its ugly head. And it was all, my idea was all directed. See, unlike the West, where they do not know the source of this problem, in Bangladesh we do know the source, and it's the 1971 war criminals. They brought in this culture, they killed our people, and then they moved on. And they thought that it's going to be easy game. No, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just not one man. It's just one song. But the whole country, contrary to popular media representation or contrary misconceptions, Bangladesh is going to be the graveyard of international terrorism, and we can see that happening. It's just not, I'm not here to say good things about the Bangladesh government. It's my government, that's it. I'm not an Awami Leaguer, so to speak. I don't. But what they're doing, the zero tolerance, is really good. I mean, this whole idea about, this mindset, it was probably very successful in even Pakistan, and were very successful in, say, Iraq or even Syria, and the so-called Khilafat or whatever. But that, by the time came to Bangladesh, and they started in Bangladesh, as we have seen, no, they're not going to be very successful. In fact, this is going to be the international graveyard of global terrorism, Bangladesh, because people have absolutely no idea how resilient, how forceful, how, without using the word secular, how level-headed they are. So people do not know. So it's not that I've never been afraid of this mindset, but it's just that people have been aware. But today, maybe I was one of the earliest ones. There were a lot of writings and lots of people have written, and especially the 2013 Gonojagaron, which I was very much a part of for 3 months, and I saw it happening because it was my dream coming true.
Have you left Gonojagaron?
No, I'm very much with them in spirit. I mean, it's just that, they're much younger guys, and they all love me. So they have a quarrel or two between themselves once in a while. So they know that I'm around when they need me. So I've been around with Gonojagaron since 2013. I still believe I'm part of the movement. I still believe all the war criminals will be hanged. And consequently, once this is done, the route is done, it'll be very easy for us to deal with whatever Khilafah or ISIS or Daesh you're talking about. They're all going to be buried in the soils of Bangladesh. That's it. And that's how I believe. That's the future.
You're being very brave, and as you mentioned, it's an interesting observation, and I hope it comes true that Bangladesh is slowly becoming the graveyard of international terrorism. It's a very interesting observation from Mac And so we are going to end this interview with a few lines of music from you without the band.
I'm under contractual obligations. I can't do it because in the US, I'm in the contract. I cannot sing other than my concert. So you have to forgive me. Yeah.
Okay, okay, but thank you very much for watching this show. I was talking to famous Bangladeshi singer Maksudul Haq. Thank you for watching. This is Asanul Haq from Voice of America.